So here we have Bitcoin on Bybit on the 8 hour. As you can see, we made a higher high once again. So we are operating on higher highs, higher lows still. Bouncing off this well, looks like we could be trying to cross the signal line, but we did get rejected from the bullish control zone once again, finding high resistance on this level right here. So we'll find out whether this is going to be a pullback, which I think we could have a pullback here. Cross this signal line to the downside. Your MACD has a strong upside curvature, but it looks like it's curling over. Positive momentum is decreasing. By the way, MACD is a momentum oscillator. So is your RSI. We've went into more detail in previous videos. So if you haven't watched those videos, go back and watch the last video, and it'll go into more depth on what these indicators are. Your BBWP, which measures volatility, looks like it is contracting. Looks like we could be trying to cross that moving average. So the volatility could contract a bit, not have as much vol to it, And so what I'm looking at right now is this 23,140 level. If we do break the 23,600 level. So basically, if we break the 200, I think we're going to the 21. The 50 on the 8 hour comes right in at our purple zone. We do not want to break that. If we break that, that's it. I think that's the last rally. And we make new lows, long story short. But so let's move. We'll talk about actual levels and the bullish and bearish cases here in a second. So right now, we're looking good. We made another higher high. So we got plenty of room to make a higher low as long as we stay above that 22,500 level. So that's what I'm looking at there. Let's see here. Let's move down to the 4 hour, kind of zoom in a bit. All right, so your 21 comes at the 23,500 level, which looks like we could be trying to pull back to there. I wouldn't be surprised if we did. I wouldn't be surprised if we did in the next two candles. Right now we got 3 hours and 43 minutes left of the 4 hour candle. So we will find out. Right now we are leaving the bullish control zone below that signal line in the top of the neutral median zone. So we got plenty of room to run. MACD looks like it fresh crossed to the downside, printing a dark red bar in the histogram. It's looking like we're going to have a pullback. BBWP is very low. We are below the moving average. We are in the lower zone. We did have a dark blue signal as we consolidated sideways here. Had a little pop, had a little drop. And I don't think the drop is over just yet. Let's go to the 1 hour. So right now you got a BART, which is BART action is when price goes up, chops around a little bit, cracks back down. See how it looks like Bart Simpson's head? That's why we call it a BART. So all you're doing is coming down to the 50 right now, and this last level, which is also, we are also right below the POC point of control in the VPVR here, which measures horizontal volume. So it measures the volume at a current price, so a current price level. So if we break this 50, we got the 23,500 level right down here, basically this last low. I do think we'd have major support there and possibly a reversal. Right now on the RSI on the 1 hour, we are entering the bearish control zone. I would expect some sort of bounce here, probably come back up to the neutral median line. We need to get back above 24,400 or 24,400 in order to cross that EMA signal line back to the upside. If we do cross that signal line to the upside, I do think we break this last high on the RSI, enter into the bullish control zone. And the BBWP is above its moving average, kind of flattening out right now, but we haven't curled over. So we could expect the vol to continue, come down to maybe 23,500, pop back up, or we reverse from here and go up to the next target at 25K. We've been talking about 25, 26K since 18K. Everyone thought I was crazy. Well, not everyone, but a lot of people thought I was crazy for, talking about a, $8,000 rally, and when everybody thought we were going to go right to 16. I do think we make new lows, but I do think we go higher first. So, you might have another chance to get out. Right now, your MACD is making a fresh cross to the downside, printing a dark red bar on the histogram. And so it's just kind of feeding in more variables to our pullback thesis. We're gonna have strong support here. We got the POC on the VPVR and the 50 right here. So I would at least expect a bounce here, possibly up to the 21, possibly up to the bottom of this red zone, 24,250. But if we can get back above this last high at the 24, 600 region, I would expect 25K, possibly 26K pretty quickly. And then we start looking and staying nimble for that reversal. Because anywhere from 25 to 28K is where, I think we top out. I don't think we get above 28. So plan your trades accordingly. I'm DCAing out right now with a little bit that I got from, the 7 or 18K region. I picked some up there. Not financial advice, but these red zones here, you can kind of tell what I'm doing. You know what I mean? We got one in at 24.5 to 25K. Then we got another one around 26 to 27K. And I'm actually going to lower this down to actually 26K. That's what I'm looking at. Big red zone, but I mean, it's going to be a strong reversal. So we do want to pay attention to that. So on our MACD, we did kind of front run the 0 line, but it looks like we could come down and test it. And that's where I think we'd probably make our reversal. As you see, the 0 line provides massive support. But like I said, we have plenty of room to make a higher low. Looks like we're trying to break the 50 right now. But we'll find out. Like I said, I do think we can get a bounce, possibly make a lower high, and then go down to 23,500. And then, make a reversal there. That's kind of my thoughts on Bitcoin. Let's move on to Ethereum. By the way, if you guys are liking this video, like and subscribe to the channel. Check out the links in the description below, one being the Discord. A lot of good conversation about trading, investing in crypto. We go over the moves, a lot of times faster than I can get these videos out. So definitely check that out. Some good exchanges down there, exchanges that haven't gone bankrupt yet. And yeah, and you get free crypto. I get free crypto if you use the affiliate link. So yeah, check them out. And by the way, it's very hard to build a technical analysis channel in a bear market. So I could really use all the support I can get. We have a very high hit rate here. So if you are new to the channel, subscribe to get notified. Turn on those bell notifications. Get notified of this time-sensitive content. A lot of times when I make these videos, the move happens very quickly. So let's move on to Ethereum. Right now we're consolidating sideways. Looks like we're trying to make a higher high and a higher low here. A lot of that's going to depend on what Bitcoin does. If Bitcoin does crack back down, I think we could give up this rally. Possibly come down to the 100 at like 1650. And this VPVR level, we're going to have strong support there. If there's anywhere a reversal is going to happen, I would think it was there. We need to stay above the 200 at about 1560. We need to stay above 1560 in order to not make new lows. Right now, your RSI is bouncing off the bearish control zone. We do have strong support here. So if we can get back above that signal line, I think we reverse from here. See, now Ethereum's telling a little bit of a different story. Ethereum looks a little more bullish than Bitcoin. So if Ethereum can get back above this POC point of control in the VPVR and this last high at 1745, I think Ethereum comes all the way up to 19K or 1900, possibly even 2K if we can break these last highs. For sure, I would think so. Your 100 is crossing the 200 here on the 1 hour, so your longer term moving averages on the 1 hour on the short term time frame, looks like they're trying to cross bullish. And this happened while we went consolidating. We're bouncing off this bearish control zone. If we do enter it, I think we stay in there for a second. Your MACD, okay, so your MACD is crossing the signal line to the downside, it's trying to cross the 0 line. So that means, your momentum could be turning around right now. If we do enter the bearish control zone, I think that MACD crosses that zero line and we do come down to possibly the 1650, 1630 region. And that would also follow Bitcoin going down to, what did we say, 23,500. So, that would correlate with Bitcoin. We'll find out. Like I said, I think we get some sort of bounce here, possibly make a lower high. If we do make a lower high, I do think the correction continues, but I do think it's just a correction. So we'll find out. Let's move on to the 4 hour. So yeah, I mean, we got plenty of room here, plenty of room to run. Our 50 comes in right at the top of that purple box at 1600, which is the level to stay above. That's going to be massive support. I mean, you got these last resistances turn support on this price action right here. RSI is in the neutral median zone. We are below the signal line, but it looks like we're trying to curl back around. So if we come back up and retest this and resume down, that's going to feed into our correction. MACD fresh cross to the downside, printing dark red bars on the histogram as your BBWP is printing a dark blue signal. So the move is about to happen. Wait for that moving average to come down a bit. I do think it will come down a bit, and then we cross it. So you just got to wait. It's either we break the last highs. Let's go to Bitcoin and talk about the bullish and bearish case. If we can get in the bullish control zone, which is going to be a high level of resistance because we have this signal line coming right at the bottom of it. So basically we need to get back above 24,300 in order to cross that signal line, get in the bullish control zone. If we do get in the bullish control zone again, I think we get back above these last highs on the RSI here. And all your moving averages are fanned out right now. This is still bullish. I just think we're in a correction right now. That would also imply that your MACD, kind of goes down and then contracts back and crosses again bullish. So right, I mean, we need to get above the 24,300. I mean, as you see, your 24,266 is the crossing your signal line to the upside on the MACD. So you kind of got some correlation there. So when this BBWP starts to turn around, which it could be trying now, I do think the move starts. Same thing with Ethereum. When this thing turns around, stay nimble, watch your momentum. I do think it probably is going to go down a bit. It's either we're going to reverse from here or we're going to go down a bit and then reverse, which is my thoughts on Ethereum. Let's go to Solana. All right, so Solana broke out of our red zone like we were talking about. Right now, on the 1 hour, your RSI did just leave the bullish control zone. Did get rejected, but if we can cross that signal line to the upside at 45.5, I do think we enter the bullish control zone and get back above these last highs, get deep in that bullish control zone. MACD curling over right now. Negative or positive momentum is waning. So if Bitcoin corrects, I think Solana could correct either down to the top of the red zone in the 21, which is going to be major support at 44.10, or down to the 50 at 42.89 region. So that's what I'm looking at. Let's go to the 4 hour real quick. So as you see, we got plenty of room to run. That top of that red zone is going to be major support. I do think that would possibly be a reversal point. You got your last high. You got the high here before. Let's go ahead and clean this chart up a bit. Let's get this off. Yeah, definitely had a massive bear trap there. And I mean, we crack back up. I think we go to the purple zone like we've been talking about, $50. Man, we have stayed on the pulse of this shit the whole time. MACD bounced off that signal line. Strong resumption up. Printing dark green bars on the histogram again. All up in the bullish control zone above that signal line. I mean, it's looking good. Your BBWP is about to cross your moving average as the price action is going up. Strong volatility, strong momentum for the 4 hour. So more medium, medium, schmedium, time frame. So if we can break this last high at 46.30, I think we go to the $50 mark. That would also imply we get deeper in the bullish control zone, break that last high on the RSI, and your MACD starts printing these dark green bars on the histogram, working its way up back to the last high on the histogram at 0.82 as your BBWP crosses that moving average. Now, the bearish case is that we break the 50. All right, if we break the 50 at $40 and $41, all right, we're probably going to come down to this 200 at $37, $38, and then probably continue to break down. That would imply that Bitcoin is breaking down and that this was the last rally, which is, like I said, I don't really think that's the case. I think the last rally isn't over yet. So just stay nimble right now, because when this thing reverses, it's going to reverse hard. So those are my thoughts. Everyone have a great morning, great afternoon, great evening, and I will see you tomorrow.